I'm assuming the camera's going, Julia? Awesome. Wicked. Okay. Welcome back. We should jam sometime. Trevor Dubois?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Nailed it. Charlie the Kid?
Yes,
What's
sir.
up? Thanks for coming.
Man, this is amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. I do what I can. It's kind of cool. You are an MIA grad.
Yes, sir.
Was it 2015?
Yeah.
Right on.
2015.
Nailing it, man.
Did your research.
I did my research. I saw your name on the Share the Land billboard banner.
Yeah.
Every day for like 2 years, so I figured it was a good guess.
That's pretty cool. The banners are a good idea.
Yeah. I think that year's the first one that's up there. There's like there's 4 now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you guys keep getting shifted to the left every year. I don't know what they'll do with it after.
Just toss it out.
Yeah, just all right. This
I'll
one's
take it.
gone. Yeah, that would be cool to have actually. Throw it up in your room. But what was your cover at Share the Land? You remember?
I did Why'd You Lie
Okay.
by Canadian blues guy. What's his name?
Okay. I don't.
Colin something.
Oh, Colin James.
Colin James.
There
yeah,
we go. Cool.
Yeah,
Right
James.
on.
It was cool. We did like a country kind of version.
Yeah.
But like 4 styles of country.
Oh,
kind of.
okay.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I had a hat and I threw it.
Yeah. She did like a full band kind of thing.
Yeah, we did
it.
it.
Yeah.
So it was a full band with like electric guitar and violin,
Cool.
drums and bass. I think maybe piano and harmonica.
It was a whole thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
Big shindig,
Yeah.
big party.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, that was a good time. They moved ours to music hall this year, which was cool. So we were like
How was that?
it was good. It was really
Yeah.
cool to get to do it up there. And it was like the biggest one. Mike like was trying to hammer home doing like the biggest Share the Land ever.
Yeah.
So I think there's like 22 acts
He
or something.
Loves.
He's crazy.
He
man.
loves
Yeah.
Share the Land.
Yeah. It's his whole thing. He loves it so much.
And then afterwards, we had a class like the next week, and there was no class. It was just him telling us how great Share the Land was.
Yeah.
You were great.
Yeah.
You were fucking awesome. Can I swear on this?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
You were fucking amazing, and you were and like everyone was just the best.
Yeah.
And you get your ego inflated
Yeah,
a little bit because
totally.
Mike likes
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best for that, man. If he does like you. Like the lead up to Share the Land though can be daunting. I remember like the first time we played our song for him, we were like super nervous. And then he was really supportive of us, but we do the song and he's like, I thought I was gonna hate it, but it was really good. We were like,
What did you guys do?
We did Old Man by Neil Young.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
really Neil
Yeah,
Young, eh?
yeah.
He's
He
like, don't
was-
touch my Neil Young.
Yeah, and he was trying to like pitch us other songs, and then we were like, can we just do this one for you? And then if you don't like it, we'll like go another way. And he's like, okay. And then we did it, and he's like, yep, I thought I was gonna hate it, but I like it. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. It is nice to get that like seal of approval from him for
Fuck
sure.
yeah, the micro.
Yeah.
Approval. He asked me to do a guest lecture
Oh yeah.
like a year ago.
Okay.
I said no
Oh no.
because I didn't know what I would talk about.
Right.
Because he is like that, but I felt that little micro stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember when I'm back in town on a weekday. I try to stop by the school.
Right,
and
yeah.
see. Plus, it's just nice.
Yeah.
To just be at the school.
Yeah,
Even being in a
definitely.
Fleming house.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I might have partied here.
Yeah.
I'm actually. I told him when I could live off music for a year.
Yeah.
That I would do a guest lecture.
Oh yeah.
So next
Right on.
week.
Yeah.
we're doing one.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did it then. So that's what you've been doing for a year?
It's been
just-
like 14 months.
No shit.
Pretty much just gigs.
That's awesome. Right
It's
on.
dope.
I guess that's kind of nice doing like. Well, you're in Olivia and the Creepy Crawlies too, right?
Yeah.
But I guess with the solo thing, you can just it's nobody to split it with or anything like that.
No, it's you got to do all the work.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's true too.
when it's like a couple $100, it's just in my pocket.
For sure.
Which
And
is
like
nice.
it seems like there's maybe a little bit more freedom in where you can play and stuff like that
Yeah.
when it's just you and an acoustic or whatever.
You don't have to organize like getting 6 people.
Yeah.
Rehearsals.
Right.
And you can pretty much do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That part's nice.
Do you want to keep it that way for the Charlie the Kid stuff, or is there
For some shows.
Yeah,
So like we were talking about Frank Turner earlier.
Yeah.
With the band, you can only do so much on the fly, whereas when it's by
Right.
yourself,
Right.
but it's a different kind of show.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
it's kind of I would like a band for CMW next year.
Right.
But like certain gigs won't call for that.
Right.
Certain gigs, like if it's like a party thing,
Yeah.
it's hard to do it by yourself.
Right.
That shaky graves thing.
Yeah.
It's whatever the night calls for.
Right.
I suppose.
Right on. So when did you undertake the Charlie the Kid moniker?
That was a Mike Rotha's.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
wondered.
Mike was like, "You need to change your fucking name." I was like, "Yeah." I didn't like the idea of being on a bill with 4 other singer-songwriters.
Right.
And it was just 5 names.
Right.
And I think that your name is part of how you present yourself.
Right.
And if you have the opportunity to do that in a way that represents your music and sort of what you're about, your brand.
Right.
I think that's an opportunity that I wanted to take. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'll change my name to something and try to make it something that is interesting enough, but also sounds like how I sound. If that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Same as choosing a band name.
Yeah.
So Mike, he was flirting with this one name, Charlie Don't Surf.
Okay.
From Apocalypse Now.
Right. Yeah.
In the context, it doesn't mean anything, but it just sounded cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I fucking like that.
Yeah.
So I went and I bought the website,
right,
and did all that shit, and then I thought, I should probably see if anyone else is using this name, and it was being used. Fuck.
Yeah.
I already ordered my Vistaprint business cards, man. So then it's like, okay, I need to come up with something else.
Yeah.
And Mike's funny because he'll either be all in on you or not give a fuck
Yeah.
at all. I was like, Mike, I can't use that name. What should I be? Like, I just messaged him on Facebook.
Yeah.
And he says, call yourself T-Steak or something like that. Or T-Bone.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mike. So Charlie the Kid was the only thing I thought of that I liked afterwards. I just went with that.
I think, like, it fits, like, weirdly enough that, like, maybe it's just because, like, I follow you on Instagram and stuff, and I get your vibe.
Okay.
But it just, to me, like, that makes sense. Like, that says everything that you need to know about.
Dope.
Yeah, I don't know, for me anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to hear. Yeah. That's awesome. That's good.
So how much, it seems like, I was trying to think of a way to word this, but it seems like there's sort of this fourth wall breaking element that you use, like, when you're writing songs and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a self-awareness to you that it's not like the song's its own thing. Like, it's very much like you're singing the song and you do stuff like with California or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to that a bunch this morning, and, like, there's that part of, like, where you, like, fuck up in the song on purpose and everything like that. Like, where have you always written songs that way, or was that sort of something that you decided you wanted to? You know what I'm asking?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. You worded that perfectly.
Yeah.
It's funny that, though, because no one's ever asked it that way. I think it's a really interesting way to put it, the fourth wall thing.
Right.
I think that, who's it? Geddy Lee, the great Canadian bass player, Geddy Lee, said, take your music seriously, don't take yourself seriously.
Okay.
Something like that, I'm
Right.
paraphrasing.
Yeah.
And I think that's sort of how I see what I do. This is, like, the first part of it. So it's kind of like, when you're in the studio, let's say, you have to make sure the drum sound is perfect.
Right.
So you take that part really seriously.
Right.
When I make a post on Facebook asking people to come to a show, and it's like me doing it, I don't take the myself seriously in that, because how do I say this? Like, the post has to be right, the wording has to be right. But it's not like. Yeah, I'm tripping on my words now. I'm not sure how
I know
to
you're
word
saying it's like because there's so many people that I see that are at similar levels to, like, us, and, like, I don't I take our, like, image pretty seriously and everything, but, like, if we post, like, any kind of show videos or anything like that, like, we don't take that seriously. We try to, like, our first Rum Runners show, we, like, made these videos, and they were, like, clearly so awful, but, like, kind of intentionally. Like, Julia would, like, zoom in, and you could, like, hear the camera zoom in, and we were just very, like, deadpan and, like, just, like, stuff like that, and they went over, like, really well because they were ridiculous. And it shows your personality in that, where, like, there's so many people that you see that, like, don't really have any fans, and they're, like, still grinding it out, like we are, but that are very much, like, come to the show. These are the doors. Be there. And it's like, don't take yourself so seriously.
I think it's a mix of that, and it's a mix of using humor to mask insecurity. Yeah. Is part of what I do, but I like that. I try to be really self-aware about it. Yeah. So if like that song California, it's premised around everything I write sounds like shit. Yeah. Yeah. I was in my dad's basement back home. I wrote this song like 5 years ago. And I was trying to write a song about girls. Yeah. Or a relationship or something. Yeah. I thought, oh, that's what you got to do. Yeah, definitely. And it wasn't working. It just sounded like fucking garbage. Yeah. My dad came down. How's it going? Dad, everything I write sounds like shit. Yeah. Okay, all right, fine, sorry. I'll come back later. I thought, okay. Yeah. And then the song, I wrote it in about 15 minutes. Right. Because it was really honest. Yeah. And I really like stand-up comedy. Yeah, and I think most comedians use humor to hide or talk about or deal with negative things in their life, whether it's a serious thing or a little thing. Yeah. So I think doing that, but then being aware of it. Bo Burnham is a big inspiration of mine. You know Bo Burnham?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Love Bo Burnham. And that he does that, breaks the fourth wall thing. Yeah. It's most this is like such a cliche, but it's most important to be yourself. Yeah. In any kind of art form. Though, yeah. And I try to do that because I think in life, like outside of music, that's how I am. Right. I try to not, coming back to the Charlie the Kid thing, just like kind of still be a kid. Right. Still be professional. Still take seriously what I need to take seriously. Yeah. But like, be silly and have fun and be myself. So I just try to bring that into the music rather than write about something I think people would want. Right. Yeah. Not everyone likes it.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the nature of being a musician. Yeah.
Have you done Indie Week?
No.
I played Indie Week, and it's like CMW, but it's judged.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I think I saw something about that. Like about this week, yeah. Maybe something else. I could be wrong.
I think it's next month. Okay. So they might be like advertising for it.
Yeah, maybe.
One of the judging sheets I got, it's all anonymous. You get them at the end of the week. Okay. Was something along the lines of you have no potential in the music industry ever. Something like that. Shit. Just like, I'm gonna definitely think about this when I'm in bed tonight. Yeah. And like not really anything, but like that it is not like, oh, I guess I should stop playing music. Yeah. It's just, oh, that sucks. That hurts a bit.
Yeah.
I was at a bar once, and this girl came up to me and said, were you at that festival last weekend playing? Oh, God. I was like, yeah. She said, oh, you were with Olivia and the Creepy Crawlies, right? You had the blue guitar. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you were really annoying. It's like, what?
Damn. Why, what? Yeah, why would you come up to me?
What's your name?
Oh, man. We had the worst one that, like, we've got, and it wasn't actually directly to us, but we played our third show last year at Fitzray's downtown. Fitzray's? Yeah, it's right behind Bud Gardens. It's like kitty corner to Bud Gardens. Yeah. Okay. So we were playing, and like there wasn't that many people there, but a couple of our friends were there, and I guess there was two guys behind them, and like we were playing just like between songs, like I'm still trying to figure my band chart and stuff, and just oh, like, you know, we got a couple songs, or I was like, this is like our third show, so thanks for coming out, and they were like, yeah, we can tell it's your third show. And then I'm like, we got like a few more songs left for you. No, I didn't, but the friends were telling me afterwards. They're like, you got a few songs left, and they're like, they're not done yet. And like after we played, like the promoter and everything was like, I loved you guys. I want you to come back, and like offered us a weekend slot and everything. Oh, fuck yeah! So like I wasn't too hurt by it. So I was like, that's way better than just two people like ragging on us, and that happens. Like type of music. Yeah,
there's people who don't like the Beatles.
Yeah, like you
so remember that too. That's like my go-to. Yeah, it's like, okay, there's people who don't like the Beatles. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, the Beatles aren't bad.
People who don't like me. I am the Beatles?
Yeah. that makes sense. That adds up. Yeah, for sure. That's hilarious. What if you, was there like a show that you played that was just like, that made you question like everything or anything like that? I'll get to the positive questions after, but since we're on the negative stuff,
it's all funny because this is where it's like, don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
Like if you get hit, just like, okay, well, can you like, what can you learn from it?
Right.
If you didn't do anything wrong, then just like, okay, we'll just keep doing you. But if you did something stupid, don't do it again.
Right.
So we did a show. I used to play in a duo called Toast of the Town.
Okay.
With Kyle Ivan.
Right.
Who I think his name is on that.
It is, yes.
The banner.
Yes.
Or not CMW.
The Shadowline banner, yeah.
So we used to play in a duo, and we kind of did. We were like funny as well, but over the top. Like we wore dress shirts and bow ties.
Okay.
And had suspenders on.
Right.
And, like we'd use slide whistles, and it was fucking goofy.
Yeah.
And sorry.
Yeah.
So we did a show in Ottawa playing with 2 indie bands. Like indie folk, really vibey, and us, these 2 goofy fucks who had a local draw, and it was our last show ever.
Okay.
So we filled the room.
Right.
With these other bands.
Yeah.
And we didn't fit on the bill.
Yeah.
But they needed a local, so we played. And we covered a Blink-182 song called "I Want to Fuck a Dog in the Ass."
Yep.
And that's not everyone's favorite song. A lot of people don't like that. We didn't care. We wanted to play songs that would make our parents not come to our show.
Right.
And I warned my mom. I was like, "Mom, you're coming out tonight. We're gonna play this song." And I played it for her. She's like, "You can't." I was like, "Mom, I went to school for this. I know what I'm doing."
Yeah.
So we played it to this like indie crowd that I thought our friends loved it. And it's like a fun song. Yeah. And all the parents are in the back. Just fucking, so stupid. And then we went into a song we used to play called "More Than Friends," about falling for someone, but then realizing they're a lesbian. Okay. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah.
Yeah. So this whole song is set up like a love song.
Yeah.
But it's such an unconventional idea to be like, it didn't work out because you're not even interested in my sex.
Right.
My gender. You know.
Right. Yeah.
So. Nothing to say, being lesbian is bad or whatever. It's just I'm unhappy that you don't like me.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was kind of a true story.
Yeah.
So we did those 2 songs, and this girl came on stage, and she was kind of drunk, and I thought she was going to be like, woo.
Yeah.
She grabbed the mic, and she's like, "That song you did, are you condoning bestiality?"
Oh my God.
And we're like, obviously, you didn't listen. Like, obviously. Like thinking like, are you stupid? Of course we don't.
Yeah.
But we don't. It's so obvious that I'm not even gonna explain it to you. I'm just gonna say, yeah, we condone it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna acknowledge your stupidity.
She's like, I think it was actually about women.
Oh my God.
Like, what? She's like, you 2 are misogynists.
Oh my God.
Rape apologists. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, well, this.
How did you get that from a dog song? And she's like, I work in an organization, women, I don't know, and she's like, started like yelling at everyone. There's women oppressed all over the world. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh my God.
That's let's talk about that after the show. Dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. That's great that you're doing that, but this is not what.
Like, this is like in the middle of your set.
Yeah, and we're like goofy fucks singing about dogs and shit, and like, what do you like? So Kyle's like, okay, give me back the mic. She's like, no, and like pushed him. And he's like, we're like, okay, so this is not a thing that you prepare to ever have to deal with.
No.
So Kyle's like, fuck you, and starts playing the next song.
Yeah.
And she's on stage yelling, and her boyfriend's yelling at us too. You guys are offensive. And we're like, what the like, I'm sorry, like, you guys feel that way. It's not what we're talking about at all. Like, so that was kind of bad.
Who would have thought?
She eventually got kicked out.
Yeah, it would cause you such issues. That's wild. Yeah, what a left turn.
Yeah, and then we had to go back and my mom kicked her out.
No way.
My mom was there because we're like, it's hard to like tell someone to leave.
Yeah.
While still being the fun, like the show. Yeah. It has to still be fun. So there's no security. It's at Avant Garde in Ottawa.
Okay.
So my mom just grabbed her and
no way
brought her outside.
That's
and
wild.
I was like, wait, like let's talk after the show.
Yeah.
And she didn't wait. I wish she did because I wish we could have talked.
Yeah. That's wild.
So then we're like, everyone's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So we have to try to get the show back up.
Yeah.
So things like that, you're kind of like, did we maybe we did something
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
Maybe we should learn from this.
It's so like when you just think like, oh, this will be funny if we do this one thing. Like nobody will care. It's not going to cause a stir.
Because we didn't know our audience.
Yeah, and then
so like we don't play those songs anymore. Obviously, I was like, maybe someone could take this the wrong way. And I just won't play it.
Yeah, I guess it's like Blink 182 knows their audience, and you know you're getting with like those guys. But if you're still like coming up, yeah, I'm gonna cause issues.
With bands that don't sound like you.
Yeah, that's rough. That's,
knowing your
that's
audience.
a rough part
The
of
same
like growing up. Yeah. I don't like. I'm a huge stand-up fan, and I couldn't imagine like doing that.
Who do you listen to? Who do you like?
So I'm a huge like Bill Burr fan, and like I like that kind of like offensive comedy kind of thing. I'm also like, do you listen to John Mulaney? His newest special is like one of the funniest things.
It's great.
Yeah, like he's got 3 on Netflix, and they're all pretty good. But like the last one is like, I watch so much comedy that I tend not to like laugh out loud a lot, just because I watch it a lot. And that was one of the latest specials that I've like. There's a bunch of bits that I'm like, that is like great. Yeah. He has a Trump bit that I like tend to shy away from the Trump stuff because it's so obvious right now, but it's such like, he compares it to having a horse in a hospital, and it's like the funniest thing of all time. So I would recommend that. Who do you listen to other than Bo Burnham?
Dave Chappelle.
Okay, well, obviously
like
Dave
number
Chappelle,
one. Yeah. Bill Burr, I really like. Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries is good, yeah.
Some of the older guys, like Richard Pryor, George Carlin.
Yeah, Carlin. I mean, Carlin's the best.
You used to like Louis C.K.
Yeah, yeah. You got to dance around that one.
Used to. I've tried listening to him since, and
it's tough when you
like fuck this.
You want to like try to separate that stuff, but it's tough.
But stand up, similar to like the breaking down the fourth wall thing, is so about it's just you.
Yeah.
Where like other art forms, when it's not so intimate to your character, I think it's okay. But like I'll listen to him talk about jerking off or something.
Yeah, and it's like, oh gross. No, yeah.
Like, you know, you think you hear it before and you think he's just joking.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's funny.
This is obviously, and then now it's like, oh, that's fuck.
Yeah, that is too bad.
You're no good anymore, dude. I'm sorry. That's just but other art forms like, I think it's easier to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
I don't think it was very nice to women.
No.
Imagine a lot of artists from that era.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's that like time period.
Different time.
Yeah. That doesn't fly now. But yeah, comedy. I don't remember. I was saying something. Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine like just like wanting to be a stand-up. And then like the grind of that, because like at least if you're playing a show and people aren't into it, you can just go on to the next song and like no worries. Yeah. Or like with comedy, if nobody's laughing, like I can't imagine like how rough that would be.
We've done shows when we were in Toast of the Town.
Yeah.
It was mostly about making people laugh.
Right.
And we did shows where no one laughed.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's a lot easier when there's someone else on stage.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
It's like me doing it. And no one laughs. You're like, fuck this. Fuck this career. Fuck this bar. Fuck you guys. Yeah, it's daunting.
Yeah, it is. It's tough. Well, like we played the Hideout in July, which was our first Toronto show.
Okay.
But they like.
Was there last night?
Yeah, well, that's why I was bringing it up. Yeah. But we like it was our first Toronto show, and like they like book shows weird. Like they have like a house band from like 11:30 to whatever because they're open till 4, right?
Yeah.
And so they booked just us, from 10 to 11. And so we like get there and we're like setting up and it's getting closer and closer to 10 and we're like, there's nobody here. And like we like tried to promote it, but like it was our first time in Toronto. So
it's like
there's nothing you can do. They didn't promote it at all.
Oh,
and then the bartender, like Julia was there and then 2 of her friends from Toronto were there. And they're like, yeah, nobody really comes till like 11:30. And we're like, well, why are we on it? Yeah. So we play to the 3 of them and we got, and like I think second last song people start coming in, and we're like, awesome. And then we load out, and we come back in to like get paid because it was a guarantee.
Yeah.
And bar's packed.
That's
And we're like,
worst.
oh, like so stoked we drove down here.
But
you know, we at least we got into Toronto or whatever. But yeah, it was just one of those gigs where you're like, oh, okay.
Gigs are weird. I've been finding lately that a lot of people play shows for the sake of playing a show.
Yes.
And don't plan how they can get a return from it.
Yes.
In any way. Like,
yeah.
If you got paid, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it'd be like, let's book a tour, and then you book a tour, and you're just playing to empty cities all over Canada.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that too. We haven't played a lot of shows, but we've played. I think we've played like 12 shows, but in those 12 shows, we played like a few really good shows, like that have like mattered and had people there. And we have a couple coming up because we just put our EP out about a month ago. So I'm like, we got to get to like other cities and like get this thing rolling. So I'm not like expecting too much, but I tried to book bands that have like a little bit of pull or whatever in those cities, obviously, as you do. But that's my thought process too, of like, if we're gonna like do this thing, like let's try to do it right. You might do it right and still nobody comes out, but I just always think of like, if you're gonna try to make it as quality as possible, and 100%. If you don't play that many shows, like try to do your thing. But
and I'm lucky because depending on the type of music, you can get like residencies or like cover gigs.
Yeah,
and I do that like usually about 2 a week. I'm doing one tonight.
Oh, okay.
What's great about that is you are paid. You don't have to bring anyone usually.
Yeah.
And it is so I keep coughing.
Yeah, no worries.
It's really good practice for playing and like I do like 100 to 100 about 100 in the last year.
Oh, okay.
So like I've been on stage like over 100 times. Then there's with open mics and the ones I forgot to count and all this other shit. So like I'm really comfortable performing because I get to play all these shows.
Right.
So, damn, where's I going with this?
Play a lot of the type of music, and you can do cover.
Yeah, so like as far as like getting your feet wet and performing,
right?
Because you have to like play. Your first, like when you start a band, you have to play a fuck ton to get good.
Yeah.
And get tight and
totally.
learn each other on stage and shit. So it's like, how can we do that and have it not be in front of no one?
Yeah.
All over Canada.
Yeah.
So it's like
you want to perform like in front of people too, because that's like also how you learn versus like a glorified practice to nobody, right? Like you want to play in front of people, so that way you know how to work the crowd, you know how to like do all that stuff. It's hard to work on your banter if nobody's in the room, right?
But even banter, like Toast of the Town did this a lot, and I do it sometimes. Is literally practicing your banter.
Yeah.
In rehearsal.
Yeah. And
because then you're easy to do it in front of an empty room. You've done it.
Yeah.
If you know like your transitions.
Yeah.
It's. I feel like once you play to an empty room and you can rock the fuck out of an empty room, when there's people there, it's so easy.
Yeah. True.
And I've played so many empty rooms.
Yeah.
That when like I'll try. It's really hard, but I'll try to treat the room as if it's full.
Right.
So I remember there's two guys at the bar once, and I don't know if this was the same when you guys did Hideout.
Right.
Where it's like, well, we're gonna fucking have a great time with you guys.
Yeah.
And hope that they're into it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the I think the best show I ever went to was actually at the Roxbury.
Okay.
And there was 5 of us in the audience.
Right.
And this was when I first saw the Creepy Crawlies.
Oh, okay.
So I saw Living the Creepy Crawlies in 2013.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Before I was in the band. I joined the band last year.
Right.
And this I call it the night I fell in love with music.
Oh, no way.
Because I understood that it wasn't about the room being full or about being there to impress anyone. It was just 6 people on stage, 5 or 10 of us in the audience. We're all fucked up and we're dancing. I think Kelly was like, let's get as drunk as we can get.
Yeah.
See how we sound.
Yeah.
Because there's no one there.
Yeah.
So they're having a good time with us.
Yeah.
And it was just about like making the best of and not even being like, well, it's empty, but let's try to have fun anyways. It's just like, we're going to have fun now.
Right.
You guys, you're all here. Let's fucking have fun.
Yeah.
So, like, when you can do that with an audience like that, when it's full.
Right.
And then, like, we headlined Lee's Palace last week.
Yeah.
Which is really cool to think about.
It is really cool.
I saw them there, and then there was like 400 people. It was a sick show.
That's crazy.
yeah, getting like banter and shit down, and like all like just any performing thing, to do it in front of an empty room and do it well, makes the rest of it so much easier.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah, and that's like the takeaway you can get, where it's like, if you're booking a tour, and you're either gonna get exposure, which can be good, can be useless.
Yeah.
Money, connections. There's like all these like possible things you could take from playing shows. So like CMW, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
But you have a really big opportunity to get industry.
Right.
To sort of know what's up with you.
Right.
And there's some bands that do it really well.
Yeah.
Who is it this year? Birds of Bellwoods.
Okay.
Just all week, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go see them on Saturday." Yeah.
Oh really?
And just like just knew it was happening.
Yeah.
They made sure that there was a bit of buzz around them.
Right.
Do you guys have Terry McManus come in ever?
We had him first year. Yeah. I think he was our first guest lecturer first year. Yeah.
Terry said the best way to create buzz is to have buzz.
Right.
So like, if you like put effort into that sort of thing before you play a show like that, you don't get paid.
Right.
But now, there's a publishing company that wants to work with you now because one of their reps was at your show.
Right.
Because you so you're like, well, we didn't get paid, but what was the takeaway?
Yeah.
Maybe you sold merch. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But that's like, I'm really bad with money.
Right.
But what's nice about that is it doesn't fog my mind up from what I think is important. That's just doing really great work.
Yeah.
So I can play a show and not expect any money, and still like, no, okay, this is why we're doing it. This is what we're gonna get from it. And usually money comes. It's weird how that works.
Yeah.
If I don't expect money, they'll be like, "Hey man, I actually have $100 for you."
Oh no.
I'm like, "Oh, sick."
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, that's weird. But as long as you can find a takeaway from anything,
right?
Even like doing this, like like I imagine you're not making too much money.
Making no money.
I've
lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
To buy all of this stuff.
Nice shit. It's nice gear. But it's like, if you know why you're doing it, even if it's just, I just fucking love doing it.
Right.
I don't care if like anyone comes to my show or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's not where I am, but I do love doing it.
Yeah.
Just having the takeaways, I think, makes playing shows a lot easier, and knowing what you want going into it and what you can get out of it.
Right. Definitely. I found I just started this last year just because I love podcasts, and I thought I'd try. And like the first 12 episodes are just friends from MIA, which is like very niche. Like this is already niche, but like specifically second year MIA, very niche. And then I had I had Bodhi Jar on early because I'm friends with those guys. But then the first, I'm trying to think who I had O Geronimo on, just because I was like, well, I'm gonna reach out to them. I love their music, and that was sort of where it started. Where I was like, oh, I can just have like anybody on this, and so I started doing that. And then it just worked out where like I've made friends from doing this. Like I don't know if you know who Basic White is, but they're like a rock band from not from Toronto, from London. Okay. And I saw them perform at Rum Runners, loved it. Yeah. And I reached out to Riley, didn't meet him until he came over. Okay. And it's like, well, similar to this, you and I just met. Yeah, yeah. And like it was the same thing. We just like talked for like an hour. We'd never known any. We're like really good friends now. And I've made like a bunch of connections just from doing this, which was never the intention or anything. But yeah, I've just like learned a lot, and it's helped me like promoting my own band and stuff. Like just because you just get people that have been doing stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool. But
I fucking love it. I've been wanting to do it I wanted to start a podcast.
Right.
I'm not willing to put the time into it because I know it's like a lot of work.
Yeah. I was wondering that 'cause I wanted to ask you about I can't remember. I think I saw you at the Roxbury first year. And it was a great show, by the way. But I was following you on Instagram, and I remember like a year ago, your like story just kept being like one of the first ones that were like you know when you like open Instagram, and there's like a bunch of them there. You just kept being there, and I usually like don't watch that stuff unless I'm like really bored. But I just remember being like, I'd watch them, and then I'd be like, this guy's like super entertaining. And then every day I would like go like watch them or whatever. So I just wanted to ask you. Was that something that you just started doing, like goofing around, and then it kind of started like working out, or like what's your sort of thought process with that?
Mostly just like exactly that, just goofing around, and it's half of that and half of like the playing to your insecurities sort of thing. So like the reason why I always post Snapchat stories is because first of all, it's easy. Yeah, it's so easy. Yeah, like it's easy. It is. in like a weird sort of like self-diagnosis. This is like a therapy session.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm by myself in my room and I'm lonely.
Right.
Just go on, make a post, and then I feel some sort of connection to whatever friends or fans I have online.
Right.
But the biggest thing is that this is easy. Because other types of content just require more work to do. And like I have ideas.
Right.
But this is just like boom, and I'll say something funny. And like if I have an idea, I'll like, no, do it again.
Right.
No, do it again. I'll change the lighting.
Right.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Like it'll be like 5-10
It's
takes.
quick. Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like I can pump out something in under a minute that usually there's about 500 people that watch.
Right.
I usually get about 500.
That's wicked.
Not likes.
But yeah.
Views.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little number.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I could put a thing right now that 500 people are gonna see. And I'll do something once. I'll be like, that's kind of funny, and I'll make like 5 more of the same thing. Like it's like me, stupid things. Like petting my dog and saying like, "Oh, you're dead. Did you die?" And he's moving.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, you're dead.
Yeah.
Don't worry. And then I was like, "That's so funny."
Yeah.
But it's like stupid. But I thought it was funny, so I just like, okay, what can I do? Where else can we go with this?
Right.
It's just like kind of came from just like I'm bored. This is an easy way to make content.
Right.
And I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. I was like for some reason I can't like get out of my head with that stuff. Because like I said, like we made like a couple videos just promoting shows that are like stupid and funny, and people like will say that. I'm like, we should do more content like that. But 3 of us live here together.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I always feel weird like getting ready for like the camera or whatever.
It's a strange transition.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just have to like get out of your head, I guess. I know that it's funny.
But coming back to earlier, if you're being yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it's easy. That part, for the most part. Sometimes I'll do something. I'll be like, "Are people gonna think this if I post this?"
Right.
And I try to be like, "Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. And if they don't like it, then they probably shouldn't like. They're not someone you want following you. Cause it's not like, oh, if you don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, you like metal music. I'm not a metal guy.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I'll see you around, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We can still hang out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So coming back to like the guys at your show.
Yeah, like you don't have to be there.
No.
But yeah, well that's what, because just at like band practices and stuff, I'll be like, man, we should have a camera in here, because just the 4 of us like naturally have this like thing that we do, like feed off of each other. And when we were recording, Julie's a photographer, so I got her to just record like everything when we were in the studio.
That's awesome.
So I was like, we got like a couple videos out of it actually, but I was like, just always be recording, because then you can capture. And then like when you're always recording too, you don't have to like turn anything on. We just were like, everybody knew she was recording, but nobody was concerned about it. Yeah, because we were worried about the product, obviously. But that's easier.
It's genuinely just be yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like you think, and I have a thing where right now I'm not doing it. It feels really nice.
Right.
I have a thing where I'm like, okay, camera's on, mic's on, be entertaining.
Right.
Like talk a little louder.
Right.
Or like make sure you're funny.
Right.
And this like I think it's both because like I feel like you're relatable.
Yeah.
It's weird that like we just met, but it's like, oh yeah, Mike. Oh yeah, he's playing shows. No one's there. That and maybe the hangover. It helps it out. I found that I'll watch an interview back of myself and I'm like, that's not how I am.
Right.
Or even in photos, I'll like do something weird. My sister will be like, why is your face all fucked up in all your promo shots? It's like, oh, I thought I should squint.
Yeah.
Or something. It's like, that's not how you look.
Yeah.
So having the camera on all the time.
Yeah.
I think getting into that mindset.
Right.
And like, I think it's a great idea. Just as like a side note, do you know the Arkells?
Yep.
They are, I think, the best for that.
Okay.
Like their social media is like fucking on point in that, like, cause they're like my top 3 stories.
Right. Yeah.
Always watch them because they post like all the time. It's always like, they're not really like funny or goofy, but it's always like really great. They'll be like, every single, not every single, the last single, they're like the making of Relentless.
Right.
And it's like an Instagram story from the day they demoed it. So December 22nd, 2017.
Okay.
And like then put it in the studio. And
right.
It's like January 4th, like 2018.
Cool.
play it live for the first time, see where it goes, and then it's the song in a commercial.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, like that's a really great piece of content.
Yeah,
it's
totally.
Yeah, and they do that every day.
Yeah,
they're fucking. I think they're the best at it for like our sort of shit.
Right.
Like I think Selena Gomez has the most followers on Instagram.
Right.
But I don't relate to her. I don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't follow her, so I don't know if I relate to her or not. Taylor Swift is really good at that. Sort of just like, I think actually maybe Taylor Swift's the best, but I don't relate to her content that much. But like looking up shit like that and seeing what they're doing, it's like a good learning experience.
It is like a whole separate art form kind of too, like
social media.
Yeah. And just stuff like that, and to like try to be like creating something every day. But like Instagram stories are great too, because like you said, like it's quick and you don't have to put like too much thought into what you're doing. You can just kind of like naturally grab an idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I really liked them. Were you at there was a guest lecture last Monday?
No, I'm at a MIA now.
I thought you were APP.
I am APP, yeah.
I didn't know if you just went.
Oh no, I didn't go. I need to be more into tune with it. We have me and my buddy Alex. We're like, we need to figure out where like Mike's classes are.
Yeah,
so we can just go. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I used to go to guest lectures when I was done MIA.
Yeah.
I was graduated and my friend's band was doing a guest lecture.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, like Cardboard Crowns.
Okay. Yeah.
We're doing it. Do you know them?
I think I've heard of them. I don't know if I know their music, but I think I've heard the name. Oh, okay, cool.
And they did a guest lecture, and I'm like, yeah, I'd like to know how they go about their shit because they're really great.
Totally.
I just went.
Yeah.
Just like I know if you pull the door on D building hard enough, it opens.
Oh yeah, it still does
so
that.
Like, I can just go in.
That's a great trick.
Yeah, it's fucked that it still does that. And like they'll try to fix it sometimes, and you have to pull a bit harder.
Yeah, that's. I remember. I think I was first year, and Drew Merrifield was like. I walked out of Studio One, and he was walking in, and we're like, "Hey man, what's up?" I'm like, "How'd you get in here?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't know about the door?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "You just got a reef on it." Like, "Oh, okay, cool, good to know."
You gotta pull through.
Yeah.
You gotta pull through. That's funny. Yeah. What was he doing at school?
I think somebody wanted him to play guitar on like a project, like a second year wanted him to play guitar or something.
He's so good.
Then they're good. They played our release show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're wicked. They went before us, and I was like, they closed with "Sabotage" by the Beastie Boys.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's funny because they went over time, and so we were standing side stage, and we were like, it was fine that they went over.
What was the venue?
It was actually main stage because Rum Runners was closed still. Yeah, which was wicked. It worked out really well for us. But and they were like over, so they're like waiting, and we're like, no big deal. And then like, all right, it's our last song, and they played "Sabotage" and like you just win the crowd if you play that song, right? So we were just like, fuck, like, what the hell, guys? Why did you do us like that?
I love that.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny afterwards though, 'cause Andy didn't know they went over, so when like we were done and we were in the green room, and he's like giving us praises or whatever, and then the Tony, the bass player, walks in. He's like, yeah, like we went 15 minutes over, and Andy was like, no, he was so apologetic.
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
a fucking nice guy.
Yeah, I was like, it's all good, man. Like, don't worry about it. I wasn't gonna stop you. And he's like, no, next time, stop us. Don't. I just thought it was pretty funny.
He did lights for our release show at least.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he was fucking awesome. Him and Kyle Knoxville.
Okay, yeah.
And did them, and they just fucking.
He did lights for the Frank Turner show too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's killing it right now.
He's great.
Yeah. Let's talk about Olivia and the Creepy Crawlies for a bit then. So how did you join the band?
I texted them.
No way.
Can I be in your band?
No shit.
And they're like, yeah, let me check with a bit.
Yeah.
And a month later, like, yeah, come to try out next week. So I learned all the songs, and I came in and like when you like put out a record and then like you play it for 4 years, it's gonna change or maybe you'll forget. I like learned every guitar part on every song they had, which is 10 songs. Right. And I came in and they're like, oh, I forgot that part was like that, or like, oh yeah, I guess we don't play that part anymore. Or like, like I just was like, I have to like play it all and I played it like right to the record. Yeah. I learned acoustic, electric, and the secondary electric like for every song. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, that's good. You're in. Yeah. And, yeah, it's been just over a year, I think.
That's
now.
wicked. Are they MIA too, or like?
Yeah, all but Kelly.
Okay.
Kelly was Western, but I'm with the MIA.
Right on.
Crowd.
Cool. Yeah, that's man. It blows me away. There's been so many people that I've been like, hey, how did you get that gig? And they're like, I just asked. I'm like, all right, good to know.
Fucking okay. So, on the note of Andy Bragg.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna censor this, Andy. I'll censor some of it because it's a pretty great story. Andy was in a band in high school, and there was a music festival somewhere that they wanted to go to.
Okay.
And play, but they can't play because they didn't get in because they're not big enough. They're
right.
a high school reggae band.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're like, let's go and play in the parking lot.
Okay.
And just fucking hang out. And so they got there, and I think Andy, one of them had the idea, like, why don't we just say we're playing the festival? And they'll probably let us in.
Yeah. And
so they went up and were like, hey, like, we're here to load in. And they're like, oh, okay, what, like, who are you guys? Oh, we're blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me call our supervisor. They call and they can't get a hold of them, and they're like, okay, well, just come in and we'll figure it out. And they're like, yeah, like Brian booked us. I don't know, they made up a name or something. I don't know if they knew who. So it ended up like, okay, well, we don't know, you guys aren't on the list, but there's like a scheduling error, so we actually have 7 to 7:30s open, so you guys can play then. So they fucking played. What? And I think Sublime was after them or something like that, like some big band.
Oh, dude, I gotta ask him about this.
Yeah, he'll be able to tell the story a lot better. But what that came from is just asking.
Yeah.
Just doing it. Don't be a dick, but pretty much if you want something, do it.
Yeah, totally.
And it's like they fucking play, and I think they played next year as well. Like, yeah, that's great. We'll book you again.
No shit.
I think.
Dude, I gotta ask him about this. That's crazy.
I think so.
That's so funny.
It's crazy. Like, just asking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know Nardwar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So he had a TED Talk.
Yeah.
And it was all about just
I watched
ask.
it once upon a time. I should watch that again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, man, like, well, like, I learned that a lot from this, but so many people I have in here, and we'll talk about that, and they're like, yeah, I just asked them, because really, like, you can go through so much worse shit, and, like, being in the music industry, and, like, hearing no, like, really isn't a big deal.
It's, like, scary.
But... Yeah, but, I mean, for the most part, it's like, okay, like, if somebody says no, you're not any further along, but you're not really any further behind if you don't get something, right? Like, shit happens, but... I've also noticed that people say yes, like, more often than not, too. So
it is crazy what can happen. And sometimes it's asking. Sometimes it's just doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to book this show.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a piñata.
Right. Yeah.
And you just do it. And you don't think, like, it's like, there's going to be naysayers.
Yeah, yeah.
People will say it won't work.
Yeah.
Like, Kyle and I... This is kind of relevant. We got into the Junos Afterparty in Ottawa because we just walked in.
Right. Oh, really?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy. Like like the Warner Music Afterparty.
Oh, no way.
Kyle and I really feed off each other in that way that he'll be like, I don't know, and I'll say, oh no, just do it.
Yeah.
Or I won't know. We do crazy shit. We do crazy shit. So we walked in and just put our heads down and walked in with a group of people, and we just went in.
No way.
So shit like that, where it's like, just do. We weren't like, don't be mean.
Yeah.
Don't take someone else's ticket.
Yeah.
To something. Yeah. Don't be a dick, but do whatever you need to get done what you want done.
Right.
Like, that's one example. It's kind of silly because it's a party, but like, if it's like, oh, I need to ask this guy for this guy's email so I could email him to be on my podcast.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta do it. Yeah, for sure. So what was it like? You guys did the Creepy Crawlies record with Mo and Rob.
Yeah,
right?
EMAC.
Yeah. So what was it like working with them? Like, not as
cool.
students.
It was cool because you got to see in school they taught you how they did it.
Yeah.
And then you saw them do it.
Yeah.
And producers, like, I do a bit of production with a guy named Dan Borders in Toronto.
Okay.
And there's a lot of, like, tricks to either get artists to do something or make artists.
Oh,
like,
see, yeah.
And like I would see Mo doing some to us.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everyone in the band felt, and I wasn't upset by it.
Yeah, it's just like funny when you see the stuff you're not supposed to like be privy to.
Yeah. Let's do one more just for good luck.
Yeah.
Means we haven't got the take, but I'm giving up.
Yeah.
Let's just in case. Let's do one more take.
I always wished, because like Dave Martin was there when you guys were, yeah, and like his whole production class was like the whole year you write and you record and you get to like work with Dave, and like Mo's class was never set up that way. No. And I always wish that like that was also like an element of that. Like Mo's class is great, but you don't get to like work with him, and I always thought that would have been a cool element.
I got to play his Pursuit of Happiness guitar.
No way.
Yeah. It's on the record. I don't remember what song.
Oh, that's wicked.
He brought in his 1990s Strat.
Oh, no way.
Fuck yeah.
Man, that's funny. Man, all of my uncles, like, anytime, they don't ask anymore, but, like, for the 2 years I was in MIA, they'd be like, how's Mo doing? Because they were just like...
there's a lot of uncles that love Mo, eh?
We were talking about that the other day with, like, sometimes, like, I didn't really know who he was. I knew the song, but I, like, didn't know Mo Berg for being, like, Mo Berg. And then, so you get there and you figure out who he is. And I told both my uncles, and I was like, yeah, you know, like, The Pursuit of Happiness? And my one uncle was like, yeah, Mo Berg. And I was like, yeah, he's my production teacher. And they're like, no. Like, blowing up, like, losing their minds. Yeah, that's funny. But, yeah, that's cool. And then so the record just came out. I checked it out a few times. A very successful Lee's Palace show. That's cool that you guys played Lee's Palace.
Sick. It was yeah. The whole fucking lead up to it, I was like, well, no one's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I was fucking worried. We did a lot of fucking work went into that show.
Right.
Because I wanted it to just be dope.
Oh yeah, you want it to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really happy with how the record turned out and how the show went. Yeah, this is a long, like we started the record a year ago.
Right.
14 months ago, we met with Mo at Popper's Pub in Toronto.
Yeah.
Like, so we're gonna do a record.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's out.
Yeah, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, what are like future plans for that then? What you guys got coming up?
For us? So right now, I love that this is like musician talking to musician. Yeah. I don't have to, I can say like, for a publicist.
Right.
And like, it's like, you know what that means.
Yeah.
And like what it's like to record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this podcast.
Cool.
But I think right now we need publicist help. We need management help.
Right.
Because there's like the things that we want to do is we can't really do on our own.
Right.
Like Kelly is fucking dope at social media.
Right.
Like she did a guest lecture last week, I think, on Monday, and just talked about like we have like 11,000 Instagram followers.
Oh shit. And
that's because of her.
Yeah.
Like she knows. She just fucking knows.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know how to make funny Instagram stories. That's it. But like that's one thing that she's great at, and I do my thing, and Liv does whatever, and everyone does their own thing. But like we can't only do so much.
Right. Yeah.
I genuinely think you need to be successful on the level that we want to be, and I want to be, and you probably want to be as well. Yeah. You need someone with power, money, or experience to help you. Right. You need those things. Or you could like take years and years and do it yourself. But like if you meet someone who's like has one of at least those three things, like it can really fucking help.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that's what we're kind of doing now is like, okay, great, we did a record, did a great show. Let's get like, I don't know, someone to push it to radio. Right. So we don't know how to do that. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know how to do it well.
Yeah, you need
so we need someone who knows how to do it well.
And it's easier if you have a guy that has like his name means something, right? Yeah. Versus like you guys that you're like you don't probably really know who we are, but you have to sell yourself a lot harder to do that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And definitely. That's similar for the Charlie the Kid stuff too. Yeah. In that I'm gonna try to put out a single every month until CMW. Okay. And then use my CMW as like a EP release show. Right. And then after that, it's gonna be because I'm not by myself too. Yeah. I need help. Yeah. So like getting a manager would be fucking dope. Is any watching? Right now? Any listening?
Any managers watching?
Hit me up. Charlie the Kid Music. DM me. Need some fucking help. Yeah. So
you have like everything's recorded then, or
nothing's even recorded? Okay. I don't know what songs I'm doing. Okay. But
it is coming, so be on the lookout.
There's some exciting stuff happening in the next 6 months. Okay. And I want to do it's. I think I'm really comfortable performing.
Okay.
I think social media I'm decent at, but I don't have any recorded music. I have one single.
Right.
So it's like, I need at least 5 songs.
Right.
And then I can push social media and do all that other shit and focus on that. But like, I need music.
Yeah.
To accompany sort of the stuff I want to do in the next few months.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Is one single a month.
Right.
Figure it out.
I think it's tough because I like talk to most people that come in about that. And there's this band that I probably brought up the last few episodes, and I'll probably continue to bring up because I'm obsessed with them. But there's this band Cleopatra who's like just blown, you know there, right?
Yeah.
So they like just recently blew up in the last couple months.
They're killing it.
But they did the thing where like they released their last EP one song at a time, and it was right around the time I think we had put one single out. And we had 5 songs, so I was like, let's do like a similar thing. And like, obviously I didn't think we were gonna blow up, but I was like, that seems to be like a good route. And like, didn't really work out until we put like the whole EP out, and then our numbers did a little better. But then I started thinking about it that maybe that makes more sense that we like have our like EP out, and there's that, and maybe like the next time. We'll try it again, because like when you just like have a single at a time and you're still like really trying to build your audience and everything, that was just not something I really considered until we like put the EP out, and then it like kind of spiked, and I was like, okay, like interesting. I wonder if like that's maybe the route to take for us anyway. Like that's just something that I noticed.
Because now you have a body of work that people can like.
Yeah.
Did they have music out when they were doing that?
They had one EP out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they put that song Hometown out, which like blew up, and it has like 10 million plays, and that helped. But the thing with the singles though too is like then you can submit every song to a Spotify playlist.
Fuck, that's a whole other thing.
I know. We had no luck with that.
we want a publicist. Or not a publicist. We need someone to help with that too.
Yeah.
We kind of messed up.
I think there is another, like, you can try to reach out to Spotify to do it, but it's like it's an easier process when you have something coming up to like submit to them.
I think to submit certain ways, you have to do it before the release.
Yeah, because if you do like the Spotify for artists thing, like when you go on there and you have a thing coming up, but if you have an EP, you can only submit one song. So so it's like
singles.
a whole
Arkells, going back to them, they do a fucking awesome job of pushing singles.
Yeah.
Where like when they want you to look at something, everything they post is about that thing.
Right.
And they do it in really creative ways.
Right.
Yeah. If anyone like listening, like look up the Arkells and just look at their Instagram.
Yeah.
Because
I'm gonna go check it out after this. I have never like,
even if you don't like the music, like Taylor Swift is another one that I don't follow her anymore. I should. Just great social media stuff. Who else is killing it?
That's like huge. I don't know.
You don't need to be big.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing about Cleopatra that I like is that those two guys have been friends since they were 4. So like all their content is them as like kids and stuff, and they just have that like built-in thing where it's like fuck, like you guys like already have like all this archival footage and like all these photos that like you don't have to like overthink it too much. But yeah, I'm trying to think of who. Well, like here's a question that I usually ask at the end is well, it's kind of like there's a bunch of different parts to it, but who are you listening to now that's like local, like Southern Ontario or whatever, similar like popularity or whatever that you want people to hear?
Lately, fuck, it's the worst. It's like someone asks you what do you listen to?
I know.
You forget everything you listen to. Olivia and the Creepy Crawlies.
Yeah, of course.
Local cats. Let me look at my iTunes.
Yeah, get your iTunes up.
Because who's it been lately?
I listen to I almost exclusively listen to like local or like similar kind of like popularity level. So what's nice about Spotify is it's like give you alternate artists and stuff, related artists to listen to.
Yeah, I'm using iTunes like a chump.
God.
Texas King. I'm trying to think of people who have released recently.
Right. Yeah, Texas King's like a year, I think.
It's been about a year, yeah. Texas King is great.
I haven't reached out to them.
This is stupid. I'll just think. Texas King. People I used to listen to, I guess, like Bodie Jar, fucking love. JoJo Worthington.
Yeah, she did a guest lecture when we.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or no. Grady just brought her in for a performance. She just like did a set in the ADC. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It was good though. It was crazy.
What was it? anything educational? Just we're just
No,
gonna
she
watch
just
her play?
did. He did it. Yeah, it was just watch her play. He had her and Gypsy Ghosts, and you know,
I don't know Gypsy
okay,
Ghosts.
It was like a band that he had produced.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
just
I've heard
like
them,
it
actually.
was no exam in his class, and it was like during exam weeks before Christmas. So
Oh.
he was like, nobody has to come, but if you want to come, and like we'll just have a concert in here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it was
baby.
great. It was like 2 hours. Like the Gypsy Ghost
great.
played for a bit, and then JoJo played for a bit. It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Fucking dope. Any other local people? I honestly am blanking, and there's so many friends I could shout out.
Yeah.
I'm just forgetting. But like look. On
as soon as you leave, you'll be like, wow,
yeah, I'll call you.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Hit record again. I'm just gonna rhyme him off.
No, I'm Jessica Pearson in the East Wind.
Okay.
Ottawa. Bluegrass, kind of East Coast bluegrass. Yeah,
cool.
they're really cool. I can't think of any of
All
them.
right.
Right now.
Okay.
I'm hungover.
All right. So here's another question I asked you at the end. Anybody ever, if you could open for them as Charlie the Kid,
Oh, fuck.
who would you open for?
I wanna work with Joel Plaskett,
Okay.
and that's not like it would be more romantic to say like the Beatles.
Yeah.
But just fuck like Joel. Like I want him to produce me too.
Okay. Cool.
I just think that we'd fit on a bill together well with what I want to do, not
Right.
where I'm at now. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joel Plaskett. I
Okay.
think.
Cool.
Or the Arkells.
Yeah, that'd be wicked.
Arkells are dope.
You know what I get to say sometimes is when we played, I told you that, like Fitzray's is kitty corner to Bragg Garden. So the second when they offered us like a Saturday gig, our Kells were playing the same night, and my drummer was going to the show. So I was like, "Is it cool if we play at 12?" And he's like, "Yeah, for sure." So I just always get to say the Arkells opened for us because we played right after them.
Yeah.
And it was cool because we got their crowd like came right across the
You
street.
do Arkells tunes?
Nah, we should have. It happened, so it was like 2 weeks notice kind of
Yeah,
thing, so we didn't have any time. But yeah, that in a perfect world we would have. That would have been awesome. But yeah, that would have been good. Opening for the Arkells would be cool.
Yeah, just shit that level. David
Yeah.
Michelle's another guy.
Okay.
He's like a folk guy. Most people I don't think
Right.
know him unless they go to folk festivals.
Right. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you about? Not to cut you off or anything, but I saw a video of Kyle with Frank Turner, and they were like talking shit about you.
Yeah.
I watched that just a couple of times in a row because I thought it was so funny.
We have a thing where when one of us meets a celebrity or musician we like, we get a video
Right.
of them saying "fuck you"
Yeah.
to the other guy.
Right.
So if I'm somewhere and I see someone be like, "Hey, can you take a video? Like, just say fuck you, Kyle."
Yeah.
And he'll get one that says "fuck you, Trevor."
Yeah.
Because he went to see July Talk in
Okay.
Nashville like 2 years ago and invited me.
Yeah.
And I said no. I didn't want to go on a trip. I felt anxious about leaving my work.
Right.
So there's a video of him, a couple of friends in July Talk, and they're like, 1, 2, 3, fuck you, Trevor. But Peter and Leia, the singers, were like, we love you, Trevor.
Yeah.
Where are you, man? We love you. Where? They didn't say fuck you. Like, they were still in the video. And
Yeah.
I just was sleeping on, Full Year?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
was sleeping on their couch that night, and I woke up and looked at it, and I'm like, so happy.
Yeah.
But also, like, so sad.
Yeah.
So, like, he's gotten Max and the Arkells. You got Mo Kenny.
Oh no.
You
way.
got singer of the Headstones.
Oh
Frank
shit.
Turner a couple times.
Oh,
and I've
man.
only ever gotten Mo Kenny and Frank Turner to say it to him. He's a lot better at that than I am.
Oh, that's so funny.
Usually when I'm in a situation where I meet those people, I'm at a bar and not in the best state.
Right.
Can you do this video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because I met July Talk at a bar. They played Riverfest and I met them.
Okay.
I was like, I'm fucked up. I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I don't want to talk to them.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, and then last question I have for you is who won the Buy Me a Beer tour?
Kyle.
Did he win by a lot? What was the?
Well, he has a bigger draw in Ottawa.
Okay.
We played Preston, Ottawa, and we sold it out. It was
Nice.
about 60, 70 people. And he played after me. And everyone bought him a beer. Because he has a lot more local draw. So
Right.
he won, I want to say, by like 10 beers.
Oh shit.
That was a fucking fun
Great
time.
tour idea, by the way. Like that
Thank
was
you.
yeah. That's like a really good idea.
I am so bothered when bands are just like, fall tour.
Yeah.
Like, say something cool.
Yeah.
Fall party tour.
Yeah.
No pants, provincial tour. I don't know. We had ideas where it was like the tour has to have a gimmick.
Yeah, totally.
There has to be a reason that we're touring.
Yeah.
So we were gonna call it like the birthday party tour.
Right.
Every show we're like, it's your birthday tonight, and then we have cake, and we just pick someone and say it's their birthday. Everyone buy this guy a drink. We're gonna be playing party games all night. Like that was one idea, but that would cost way too much.
Yeah. That's maybe in a couple of years when you're like a little more secure.
But just to have an idea for, I really like the idea of every aspect of an event or product
totally
can be done creatively.
That's wicked.
Like the Beatles were like kind of like the best at that, I think, or they'd be like, let's do a double album.
Right.
Let's put lyrics in the album.
Right.
You know, shit like that. Colorado does cool stuff too.
Yeah.
The record in a bag.
Record in a
white
bag,
paint.
yeah.
Really cool ideas.
Yeah.
Arkel's also.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bias the Beer Tour was a fun time.
Did they like you guys did that thing where you dressed as chickens at the rally?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we yeah, that was funny. We went to see Zach Brown Band, which is a country band.
Yeah.
They have a song called Chicken Fried.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we gotta go all out, we gotta dress up like chicken farmers.
Yeah.
And go to this concert at Bud Gardens in Toronto. I'm like, well, why don't we just dress up like chickens?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So our thing is whenever we go to a big concert where we're gonna be drinking,
Right.
dress up like chickens.
That's hilarious.
So the Arkells thing was fun as fuck because we were like getting people dancing. It was just like we want to party, we want to be the life of the party.
Yeah.
We want to have fun and help people around us have fun. So we'll like crowd surf just like chickens.
Yeah.
The rally. We were hoping to get on stage.
I was gonna
Kyle met Max that night.
Oh no.
He got into the after party.
In the chicken?
No.
No.
No. Because we're like, hey, we need to sneak into the after party. How do we do it?
Yeah.
And he got in. I was outside. I fucked up.
Yeah.
He got a, hey, fuck you, Trevor.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. We could probably keep going forever, but I mean, I don't...
got a gig in Toronto tonight.
I mean, that's like all the questions I got. Is there any? We should probably promote the show on Saturday, next Saturday.
So depending on when you're watching this.
Yeah, if it's after the 20th, you missed it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put it out this week. So.
But I'll be back.
Yeah.
Probably in London, unless I quit music. I won't. I don't have a job, so I can't. Yeah. You're gonna be at Old East Bar, 765 or 756. I always mess it up.
I think it's 765.
765.
That flows way better than 756.
And it's a MIA.
Yeah.
Here, I'll shut everyone out because there's a bunch of names. It's a kind of like an MIA reunion show.
Yeah, it's a weird lineup in terms of like
MIA Showcase Extravaganza. Doors are at 6:30. Cover is it doesn't matter. Just come out. If you can't afford it, you can come in for free. I'll pay for your ticket.
There you go. Ooh.
That's a big thing too. Is I don't like the idea of someone not being able to afford to come out.
Yeah.
If you come out, oh man, I can't get in, and you guest list you and you buy a beer. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you want to come and you can't afford to, like, tell me.
Yeah.
And then fucking just come hang. Internet's not working, so
true. I should have given the thing. Okay, I think the Jailbirds are on it, and Cake Face is on it.
Yeah.
And two of the members of my band also playing Cake Face.
Oh yeah.
But they're in my band first. Just remember that,
first.
people. And who else? I think White Swan. I'm trying to remember.
I was like, you have to say all the names.
I might be able
of the
to
bands playing. Yeah. Do you have internet?
I can bring it up.
Because there's a lot, and I don't want to forget anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm actually doing a guest lecture the day before.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So if you're watching this before Friday, I'm doing a guest lecture.
Yeah. Go to D building room.
1052.
1052. Yeah, I think
so.
That's right.
Yeah, just pull the door hard. Anyone can go. Then you have to go to school there. Just pull the door hard.
All right. Oh man, I got almost all of them. So we got Jailbirds, White Swan, Dirty Rick, Charlie the Kid, and Cake Face.
Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Oh fuck yeah, bud. What's cool about that is there's a lot of variety to it, and that
there is a lot of variety to that lineup.
Yeah. Sometimes you go to a show and it's like you're seeing the same band 3 times.
Yeah.
Bands are super similar.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of variety on Saturday, and I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, and if maybe I'll be busking at the Western Fairgrounds earlier that day. Maybe. And if it's not too cold, I'll probably go busking on Richmond after the show.
Damn. There you go. That's a good place to bus.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
You ever see Spinny?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Spinny's down there all the time. That's a good move too, because like all the drunk people that like don't
Dude, we make
know
bank.
music, yeah, they're just like, what is that?
Play Wag. Oh, him, yeah.
Yeah.
We would do like Wagon Wheel, and
Yeah.
Piano Man,
Yeah.
for 3 hours, and make like $200 or something.
Right. That's crazy.
It was dope.
That is the place to do it,
I
though.
love
And
music.
everybody's hammered at 12
Yes.
o'clock
You
or
just
1
play
o'clock.
to it.
Nobody knows.
We had like
yeah.
like if there's a group of girls that are with guys, and you can make the girls stop, the guys will pay.
Right.
Because they're like, oh, we have to.
Yeah.
The girls like the music. We're the macho dudes, so we got to pay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got you. He's like, hey, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's usually one drunk guy that would hang out with us all night
Oh, really?
and just love the music.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. These guys are great. He's like a hype man.
Yeah.
Free. Yeah, it was dope. We had it down to like a science.
Yeah.
We did some fun shit busking.
That's
if you're an
hilarious.
MIA
Yeah.
and you have nothing to do after midnight to 3 is
Yeah.
when we would go. It's October now, so it's getting a little cold.
Yeah.
But in the spring, we would do it on the bus.
Oh, really?
We had this thing called, actually, yeah, if you're on the internet right now, look up Toast of the Town Party Bus London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, I do have one more question.
Yeah.
Tell me about Show on a Boat.
Oh, the show on a boat.
Yeah.
Dude, show on the boat comes back to that thing where it's like every aspect can
Yeah.
be done creatively. Like, let's make the venue
Yeah.
what's cool about the show.
Right.
So the show on the boat, there's a boat, a Pirate Life is what it's called, that posted in like a Toronto music page. Like, hey,
Right.
we have a boat if anyone wants to rent it for a show. And we're like, Kyle's like, you want to do this?
Yeah.
Like, fuck yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
So it fits 40 people. We're like, let's have a show on a boat.
Yeah.
And just go around Lake Ontario and play tunes and
Yeah.
really promote it as its own event.
Right.
In the same way that Arkells did the rally.
Right.
We did the show on the boat. I really don't like the idea of it's just another show.
Right.
So the MIA showcase is
Yeah.
like, there's
Yeah.
a reason why the show's happening.
Right.
It's the MIA thing.
Right.
The show on the boat was that. So last year we did it. We had no idea if it was going to work. We fucking hustled our ass off and we sold it out.
Right.
So we got 40 people to come out. $20 a ticket, roughly.
Okay.
And it just sat on the boat. And last year was a bit different because we were new. So everything was like,
Right.
the skyline is there. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, a plane. Oh, yeah. I forgot those were there.
Yeah.
And like this year we knew what we were going into. So we, like last year, I messaged people every day, please come to this show. It's
Right.
going to be sick.
Yeah.
And we sold out. This year I didn't invite one person.
Right.
And we sold it out.
That's crazy.
So I think next year I want to do 2 days,
Right.
like a Friday, Saturday. So like it sucks when people can't come because of work.
Yeah.
But this year we knew what to expect.
Right.
It was a little rainy this year, so it was a bit hard in that.
Yeah.
Like we're like, fuck. I was
Yeah.
so nervous. I was like,
Yeah.
what if it rains? Kyle's like, did we just play?
Yeah.
Oh, but it rains.
Yeah.
So this year we got we're selling drinks.
Oh, nice.
We had food. We had Hawaiian shirt themed.
Oh, nice.
We were giving name tags because we wanted everyone to talk and be friends
Right.
and meet
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
And it was just like a fucking great time.
Right.
It was like so sick to see the Toronto, like 6 to 8 p.m. So the sun is setting behind the city.
Yeah.
You know, we had a lot of fun, but like when you bring it down and do like a quieter song, you can hear the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
The boat's kind of rocking a bit. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And next year we'll I'm gonna try to do 2 days.
Yeah. That's cool.
And just hustle and try to sell it out.
Yeah.
twice.
That's wicked.
Yeah, show on the boat was a fucking great time.
That's awesome.
And maybe we'll do Ottawa next year too,
Oh, nice.
and see if we can do a little show on the boat
Yeah,
tour.
yeah. I was just gonna say do a little tour.
Ottawa, I think we could sell out. Toronto, we could sell out. London, because if we get another act,
Yeah.
first of all, you're on the boat for too long,
Yeah.
and there's no bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, there was a bathroom this year. They built a toilet, and the boat is weird.
Oh, yeah. That is
The
weird.
show on the boat was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great idea. Again, I remember like watching all that promo stuff. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is such a like original idea.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. So wicked. There you go.
I want to encourage all musicians and artists of any type to attack every aspect of your creative event or product in a creative way.
Yeah.
The packaging on your record.
Yeah.
How could that
Yeah.
be?
Definitely.
Things like that.
I always just think like if this is like if you're like a musician, whatever your thing is, and this is what you want to do, there's so many other people doing it, and there's people just doing it just cause.
Yeah.
People like doing Weekend Warrior stuff. There's people doing it for the same reason you're doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's too much content. So like, if this is what you want to do, you have to do something that like cuts through everybody else. It's tough though. It's a lot of trial and error.
I think that the more you do something, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
The more you enjoy something, the more you'll do it. So I think you get really good at what you love if you focus on that.
Right.
So like, I really like making Instagram stories.
Right.
For whatever the reason.
Yeah.
Whether it's like I like it or Insecurity and I'm by myself, and that's a thing that I think I got pretty good at.
Right.
Because I love doing it. So if you fucking love your band, you work out the kinks and you stay committed to what you're doing, that stuff will come because it's all you think about.
Yeah.
So like when our Lee's Palace show,
Yeah.
all I thought about for 2 weeks.
Right.
It's like, okay, we got to get lighting. We got to get a fog machine.
Yeah.
What else could we do? Let's get a backdrop. Let's have a projector and project patterns behind us. And it was dope. Okay, cool. How can we make the intro cool? What if we started with all the lights off and had a song playing and then walked on stage? Okay, that's cool. How could we do our merch table? Let's get some Christmas lights. Like, because that's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Is just that. And I think that if you do that with your own music, any type of artist, if you're, photography, a lot of photographers do a really cool shit with Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I imagine they're just thinking about
just another way of like selling your work or whatever.
You're totally right though, in that you have to stand out, and I think you do that by being dead focused, working your ass off, and being yourself.
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 I remember I beat this up like a year ago when we were doing it, but when we did our like social media for the band, like we had to start that.
Yeah.
One thing I just always hate is when people or like arbitrarily start their musician account and then they follow you and you go to it and there's just nothing there. There's like no content, or there's like one photo.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to do that. And I spent probably too much time, but I spent a lot of time thinking about like, what can we do to like make it look cool?
Yeah.
Because then I wanted to do like you cut up the logo and then it's like 6 images makes up your one image or whatever. You know, people do that. But then I was like, I don't want people to follow us and then they get like a bunch of like, when you follow somebody you get their 3 photos, right? And I didn't want it to be like this cut up thing. So then Julia told me, when you follow somebody you get the first 3 photos. So we did a thing where like I posted 3 photos, did the 6th logo, and then posted 3 more photos. So then when people it was like a big image when you saw it.
Yeah.
And then when people followed us they got like 3 legit photos, not like 3 cut up logo photos, because that's kind of annoying when people do shit like that.
What we're doing with the creepy crawlies is we're doing that.
Yeah.
Where it's 9, like the 9 grid.
Yeah.
But we have 6 of them connected.
I think I saw that.
So our whole page is one big image.
Right.
But I had the same issue as I don't want like a foot
in
someone's feed.
Yeah.
So what we did is we made a carousel. Which
Okay.
is where you put like more than one image on a picture so you could swipe and see a next picture.
Oh, okay.
Because when you have that in your feed,
Yeah.
let's say there's 4 images. The first time you see that post, you see image 1.
Right.
The next time you keep scrolling, maybe refresh, close the app, open it up.
Right.
That image comes up again because you see shit more than
Yeah.
once sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the second image.
Okay. Oh, that's what's happening? You know what? I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's ours.
Yeah. I've noticed that on Instagram where I've been like, did I swipe somehow on this? But that's what's going on is they switch the photo. Okay.
So what happens is our last one that we did, the last 9 grid, all of them were, I think all of them. Yeah, all 9. Thank you for showing me that. Are photos from our show.
Okay,
and the caption is thank you for coming out and all that shit.
Right.
So that you'll see it and it's like you're like, what is this? You keep scrolling, or maybe you read the caption.
Yeah.
And then you see it again and it's a photo that looks good in your feed.
Right.
The only issue with that is in the top corner of the square.
Yeah, you get the
icon.
Yeah.
We don't really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Icon.
Yeah. The collection logo.
That.
Yeah.
Same with videos. So the first 9 grid we did were all videos.
Yeah.
But the first frame of the video was the image.
Right.
Of the what's it called? Yeah, the blue shit.
There you go. Yeah, because you have to be careful with the video, because if you have like a fade or like anything, like it'll be black or whatever.
So the first frame has to be whatever it's your thumbnail.
Right. Right.
So our first frame was the carousel, or not carousel, 9 grid.
Right.
Image. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
As you see. But I really like the idea of doing 9 grid and then 3 photos differently. I like that. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. That's good to know. Keep that
Social
in my
media.
head. Yeah, there you go.
Social media, man.
All right, Julia, do you have a question?
No.
we started this
question.
We started. I had a Charles on like a month ago, and we just like we were almost done the interview, and so I was like, yeah, that's all I got for you, man. And he's like, cool. And there was just like a moment of like silence. So I was like, wait, Julia, you got a question? And then she did. And then I had Ready the Prince on a couple weeks ago, and we just forgot to do that because we're like, oh, that'll be a gag now that we do. Julia asked the question. And then she was like, yeah, like ask for Ready the Prince, ask me. And then that interview went great, and I just forgot. And then today she was like, we're setting up. So you never asked me to ask them a question. So, and now she doesn't have one. Oh, God, you don't want to know anything? Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, we've talked for a while.
An hour.
Oh, damn.
19
hour
minutes.
20, damn. You don't know anything about his childhood or anything like that?
I like that there's a mirror here, too.
Yeah.
There's a mirror in front of us for people listening. So we can see.
Yeah, you can see.
Like both of you are on the same side of the room, but not really.
I had when I had Lost in Japan on last year, there was like 4 wide or whatever.
Yeah.
And like James or Addison would stare at James like through the mirror. There was a couple times he'd be like, "Will you stop doing that?"
Stop staring at me.
But yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. This was good. Easy.
This is sick.
Well done. We probably could honestly go for like 3 hours.
Do another one sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
Just hit pause and record.
Yeah, Okay, welcome back. Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for coming on. What's that? Next time I'll have. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 2 questions.
Whoa. 2 questions.
Yeah. Hey, man, I didn't sign up for 2 questions. All right, perfect. Thanks a lot.